Blaine Taylor here with Pat Skerry. A lot of people know a little bit about Pat Skerry, but let's step away from that a little bit and see what makes you tick. And so I'm going to start with just a little bit of, hey, do you mow your own lawn?
Not since I got the Towson.
Do you shop for yourself?
No.
Do you wash your own car?
No.
Can you cook?
Not well.
You must be a really good coach.
I can grill a little bit.
You can grill a little bit. Did you do any sports other than basketball?
You know what? I played hockey up until about the 6th, 7th grade. And the best team I ever was on was at Medford Recreation Hockey one year. We were 72-2-2. I played with two pros, the Sacco brothers, David and Jojo. Jojo used to be the head coach of the Avalanche, and he's still in the NHL. So I quickly found out that I didn't have a lot to do with the success, though. Those guys had a lot more to do with it. So I switched to basketball.
So you played hockey without pads, probably.
Maybe
the way I've seen you coach.
Maybe without a helmet, too. I got all kind of fake teeth and everything else. So.
If you weren't coaching, we all had these crossroads. If you weren't coaching, what would Pat Skerry be doing today?
You know, that scares the heck out of me. Because I like to say I've never had a real job. Other than when I finished playing up at Tufts, I kind of middled around for part of the summer, and my mom got me a job at an international educational firm. This is a true story. I went in Monday through Thursday. I hated it. On Friday morning, and I swear to you it's true, I went in and I played a lottery ticket. I won $420, and I quit. I didn't show up to the work. I drove up to New Hampshire. I thought I was ready to retire, and then I get into coaching. So I'd like to do TV. That's what I'd like to do.
Well, there are some days going into coaching I'd rather have a lottery ticket than what the outcome was. But you know, as you go into those thoughts about being where you're at, there's always some formative people. Sometimes it's in basketball, sometimes it's in your family, sometimes it's an educator. Who helped form Pat Skerry that we know today?
That's a good question. I hope my parents had something to do with that. My old man always tried to instill in me, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of fighting the dog. And you know, I went to, probably like a lot of guys, I was a big clinic guy, working camp guys, and I was fortunate enough to work for, I think, a lot of good head coaches. You know, you try to be I think, a sponge everywhere you go and take a little bit of this and that from everyone.
Well, I've always thought you were bright, and you have been a sponge, and you brought it all to that. But let me ask you about your greatest achievement away from basketball, and I think I can help you with the answer. Your son, Owen. I really admire what you've done with that circumstance. Tell us about Owen in that circumstance.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I think, you know, family's the most important thing. My wife, Kristen, I have a 9-year-old son, Ryan, a 5-year-old son, Owen. Owen is on the autism spectrum. And we're trying to attack that every day. My wife and he, I think, work a lot harder than I work. And, you know, I hope to obviously use the platform I have with coaching and through the media to bring as much awareness to autism and what a serious thing it is. It's the largest growing developmental disorder in the United States today, and it affects 1 in 68 children, and there's no cure. There's no cure. So I think if we can help bring some awareness to that and find a way to kind of break through that, then that might be even a little bit more important than winning a game on the court.
Success, in my mind, really wasn't just about winning. Can you define success in Pat Skerry's world in a sentence or two?
Yeah, I'm starting to learn. I think obviously with the family piece and you know, having been, you know, something we've got to deal with every day. Then even with the coaching piece, we've won a lot of games the last couple of years. This is what we're paid to do. Probably the thing I'm most proud of is, you know, we've gotten 11 of the last 11 guys degrees, including all 5 guys that were on scholarship last year. That meant a lot to me. You know, as you know, when you can impact your guys and get to see them have a chance to have a life beyond basketball, it means some of the stuff you try to instill every day was carrying over.
Success reaches way past the court. Pat, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck to you as always.
I appreciate it, Coach.